Hey there, Canopy growth traders and investors. It's Rod with Pow Group. Welcome back on The Pursuit of Wealth, your home for MJ stocks, crypto assets, news, and interviews. Also home to the best MJ community. It's Thursday, January 18th. Hope you're doing awesome. And in this video, we're going to be discussing Canopy growth stock. We're going to discuss some of the shenanigans that have been going on with regards to their private placements, and then we're going to take a look at the chart and what to expect in terms of price action in the days, weeks, months ahead. As always, though, this is not financial advice. This is for entertainment and informational purposes only, and you should never ever buy anything based on anything that I say or anything that I write. As I mentioned, there's been some head fakes with regards to private placements. Are they doing it? Are they not doing it? Are they doing it again? So we're going to take a look at that. And then, like I said, at the end, we'll take a look at the chart and what to expect there in terms of price action. Before we get to all that more, though, make sure to smash the like. It helps support me in the channel. It doesn't cost you anything. If you're new, you can subscribe, tick the bell, all that good stuff, and you'll be notified on any future videos or when I go live. Before we get to it, I want to thank today's sponsor, and that is Moomoo. Moomoo has been sponsoring our channel for a while now, and I've gotten used to the platform for my daily trades and analysis. What I really like most about Moomoo is the ultra low trading fees and also the extended trading hours in the US markets. Moomoo is a global brand founded in Silicon Valley and also has 21 million users worldwide. Moomoo Financial Canada Inc. is also a member of CIPF, which means your money is protected up to $1 million for general accounts, so you don't have to worry about the safety of your money. If you're like me, you used to pay $5 or $10 per trade. So if I were to execute 5 trades, that would cost me on average around $50. Whereas now with Moomoo, if I execute 5 trades, I only have to spend $10. Using Moomoo, you only pay $1.99 per trade. For those in Canada, Moomoo also launched RRSPs and TFSAs this month. If you'd like to learn more or sign up and take advantage of some of these amazing incentives and features, I will leave links for this in the comment section and in the description box below. Bringing up the Moomoo app, I'm using the desktop version at the moment. They have a mobile app as well, but you can see here on the news section. And before we just get to the price action and the chart, I wanted to bring this up because, like I said, there's been some head fakes, some shenanigans. Are they doing it? Are they not doing the private placement and diluting? So if you recall, back on the 9th of January, Canopy Growth announces 30 million private placement and the stock drops, and that was at a discounted price, $4.29. And then a couple of days later, we had news that they were going to end the deal of the $30 million private placement. And they basically stated in that updated press release that they that they didn't really need the money. They had enough cash on hand and through their debt instruments, and we should have a better idea here on their upcoming earnings on their cash position. And then today, Canopy Growth increases the private placement to 35 million. So they increased it from 30 million to 35 million. And like I said, the stock has been just absolutely destroyed over the last few years since we really had that big run up in February 2021 highs. But you can see here we had the absolute explosion after the HHS recommendation to Schedule 3. We gave the whole move back. Then we saw an EMA 12 and 26 bear cross. We were tightening up in this pennant. And then we saw another EMA 12 and 26 bull cross. We started to regain some momentum to the upside. And then we were plagued by the reverse split news, and it's just been a struggle ever since. And we actually do have a bit of a descending triangle on watch here at the moment. If we just grab our trendline tool, you can see here that we have that horizontal line of support, and then you can see the downward sloping resistance line here. And generally, we usually end up breaking bearish. So I wouldn't be surprised if we went down to around the 350, 325 area. We also have a daily bear flag as well that confirmed. So if we go from the low to the high here, you can see anything under that 0.32 fib, that 38.2% retracement, was just a weak bounce and a potential for a daily bear flag. And we did confirm it here with a drop to a lower low. So like I said, the target is going to be around 350, 325. Wouldn't be surprised if we got there. And it's really a lot's going to ride on the broader market as well, whether or not we see any real weakness there. And it's possible that we do, right? We know that nothing goes in a straight line forever. And it had been many, many weeks since we saw a weekly consolidation on the S&P 500. And we recently saw that, but bulls are still in full control at the moment. But right now, MJ, especially CGC and some of the other LPs, are definitely lagging with regards to MJ as a whole, right? We know the US producers are definitely relatively stronger at the moment. But once we get the DEA decision, which I've been on record to say, I think it could come any week now. I think 2 to 3 months at the most. I think it's going to happen before April 20th, 420. But I think it really could be any week now. And once we get the headline, right, people are just going to, they're going to be buying the first thing that they can buy, right? And that's going to be your Canopy Growth, your Tilrays, your SNDLs, your High Tide, because a lot of people in the US can't even buy US MJ, right? They can't buy OTC, they can't buy names that are on the CSE or the Toronto Stock Exchange. So they're, and MSOS is another way that they can participate as well. But there's people, I know people in Germany and I know people in Denmark that they can't even buy MSOS. They're only limited to the NASDAQ name. So they can only buy, the Tilrays, the CGCs, the SNDLs, and the high tides of the world, right? So, yes, we could see another leg down. We could see 350, we could see 325, but ultimately we are gearing up for one of the biggest catalysts in sector history and this industry has ever seen, and that's going to be rescheduling. And there's been tons of articles coming out day after day after day that it's pointing to the most likely scenario is that we're going to get rescheduling. I think rescheduling to Schedule 3 is the most likely. I think the DEA is going to come out sometime between now and April 20th. I think it's going to happen sooner than later. And realistically, like I said, it could happen any week. So it's best to prepare now. Yes, we could see another leg down. I recently added Canopy growth to my TFSA. But my bags are pretty much packed at this point. Let me know if you're going to be buying, if you're going to be selling, what your game plan is. Obviously, Canopy growth offers a ton of risk, but it could also offer a ton of reward. And like I said, with the Kincardine facility being EU GMP certified, they're going to benefit from Germany legalization as well, which could happen at any time, right? Florida potentially on the ballot. So we have all the catalysts that we could ask for leading into the spring here. And like I said, it's just going to be a matter of that headline coming out, and we could see 100, 200% gains across the sector. So now is the time to start developing a plan. But ultimately, we could see one more leg down, in my opinion, before we see massive price appreciation. But going into there, let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. It's Rod with Power Group. Thanks again for joining us on the Pursuit of Wealth, and we'll see you again on the next video.